Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be painting some ghost ravens in gouache. So I really like the Holbein gouache, and the project is supposed to be like a creature compendium. So the creature compendium is just going to be basically a collection of concepts, of creatures and characters that could be potentially used in future projects of mine. So it's basically both just for fun, but also like a quick and useful like fleshing out of just this concept. And I really like it because at the end of it, I'll have some fun art, and then I can also come back to it and revisit it if I ever want to expand upon it. I really like this first raven a lot. Because when I was color mixing, I really wanted to make sure that I got this kind of like really pale ghostly green, and then it really starts to come together once I get the eye done. Oh, it looks so good. I think this one's my favorite of all the ones that I do. But yeah, potential future projects would maybe be like possibly like 3D models, and also I am an aspiring indie game dev, so this would be really fun, I think, to implement in a game. Yeah, once I start adding the different values, like it really starts to come together. I like it a lot. But yeah, let me try to also set the scene for the vision that I have of like the creatures in the creature compendium type thing, because I love adding a bit of lore to kind of like all of these things. So I'm gonna read you a little thing that I wrote. So yeah, let me set the scene. You are an adventurer. You've been tracking your quarry for days now. Snow falls from the frigid sky, and you can see your breath with each exhale in this frozen alpine. You can see the trees thickening in front of you, leading into the forest ahead. But amidst the sounds of your boots crunching on the snow, you hear what you were searching for, the croaking of the ghost corvids. They sit upon the treetops and branches of the pines above, their pale eyes watching you with curiosity. Locals believe them to be a bad omen, a bringer of death and rot. In a way, they almost aren't wrong. But you are a professional, and you know better. These benign creatures' behaviors are almost like real ravens. They're scavengers, picking away at the falling remains of some other creature's prey. Except for these ghostly creatures, their pickings consist of the spiritual remains of magical creatures long since passed, or other destroyed ghostly apparitions or undead. This meant you were close, for you are hunting a ghastly necromancer, and the ravens are pointing your way. With a nod towards the sky in thanks, you enter the alpine forest, preparing yourself for a fight, and the ravens follow close behind, preparing themselves for a meal. Do you see the vision? So yeah, I'm just having some fun with it, you know? I love that. Just the idea of having like this compendium of like whenever you have a video game and then you're like finding creatures or finding like, you know, the components for crafting or whatever, and then they go into your compendium and then you can read about it. Like, I absolutely love that concept. I think it's just so fun. Okay, and then moving on to the second raven. This one was not my favorite, just because of the way it came out, but it's okay. It's okay. I really wanted to showcase like a raven in flight, because I thought it would be really cool to sort of just like have them be in motion. And I was like, oh, what if there were like misty ghostly tendrils like trailing behind it as it like flies, you know, and then like dissipating into the air. So that's what this was supposed to be, and it's okay, but you'll see towards the end that it gets a little bit too busy. And you can see I already covered up like a mistake. The head just looked a little weird, so I was like, well, it's gouache, I'm gonna fix it, it's fine. You know, we can make it work. But yeah, the color is still really nice. Like, I really like this color of green. The other color that I thought of going with before I settled on the green was like a pale blue, like some kind of pale, like ethereal type of blue, you know? So yeah, I'm just like fleshing out the feathers, or I'm detailing the feathers here, and just trying to like fill out more of the shape and trying to make the mistake look like a background. Yeah, so here's the part where I start putting in kind of like the mist or the smoke. And it starts off like okay, and I really like it, but I add way too much and it's just a little too busy, and then I feel like we lose the shape of the actual raven in the process. So I was kind of like, it's okay, but it could be better, right? I don't mind it so much though because of the space it takes up on the page. I feel like overall it still looks fine. But yeah, the concept of the actual, like, the mist trailing behind it as it flies, I really like that. So I was like, it's fine. Like, this is why we're kind of like sketching it out. And then this part, I was like, I have to get redemption for that second one because it was really bothering me. And I started it off and I realized I did not like it. I was like, I should have turned the page, and I've tried to save it, but eventually like you can see me trying to save it, and then eventually I was like, I'm just gonna start over. It's fine. This is the redemption page for the second one. It needs to be better. And yeah, I like this one a lot. I think this one and then the very first raven that I did are my favorites. I love how it turned out. Because I really think I was able to capture the motion of like the raven in flight. Yeah, and then the two little dots for the eyes. They're just like placeholders for now, but I just thought it looked so funny. But I was like, I need to mark it. That's where I want the eyes. Because I wasn't quite ready to paint them in yet. But it helps to have a little bit of like, almost like an outline, so then when you're working on it, it doesn't look so blank. Like it's still kind of alive. But yeah, this one was so much fun to paint. Oh my gosh, it was great. And I'm pretty happy that I was able to maintain the colors that I wanted throughout the whole painting process. Like, because you know, sometimes when you mix colors, it's a little bit hard. Or maybe not hard, but like sometimes it can take a little bit to get back to the exact color palette that you were using. But yeah, the eyes are coming in better now. And like I tried to get all the detailing on the feathers as well. And just like, oh my gosh, yeah, the eyes came out really, really nice. And I like that little dark outline I put around them as well, because it almost looks like the Day of the Dead skull art, it almost kind of looks like that, and I was like, I definitely need to revisit this. Actually, now that I'm talking about it out loud, I'm like, I definitely need to make more of these. Because also, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, ravens are just cool. They're just cool. I just like them. Like, so I'm like, they're fun to draw. They're just cool in real life. Like, so yeah, I'm gonna try some different variations of them just because they're just so fun. Yeah, like when I zoom back out again and it's almost done, like I really think I was able to capture the motion of like an actual animal in flight with this one, and it looks really, really nice. And then, yes, I told myself too, I was like, okay, don't go too crazy with like the little mist this time, just specific targeted areas so that we keep like the actual shape of the raven and it's not just like a big squiggly mess. But yeah, this is also like in the spirit of that. I also like removed some because it's gouache. You can cover up your mistakes like really well. It lifts quite easily. Well, it's traditional gouache. Acrylic gouache, I think it dries down and you can't lift it. But yeah, it came out quite nice and I like it a lot. But yeah, just strategically removing like a handful, because the white space is really, really nice as well, because it helps draw your eye like to the wings and then also down towards the actual like face of the raven. So ultimately I do really like how the whole spread came out. So yeah, this is it. I'm very, very happy with it, and I love it so much, and I'm super excited to do more episodes of this Creature Compendium series. Yeah, it's just like concept art that I'm really excited about. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy, and I hope that it also inspired you to maybe do some art and do some projects of your own. So alright, thanks so much. Bye!